Hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'm going to be guiding you through class today. We're going to start standing and then we're going to soon make our way to the floor. So here we go. All right, coming up, we're going to do our spinal cord breathing to start. So set your feet about hip width apart, soft bend the knees. You're going to hold that position throughout. Draw your abdomen in, hips rocked back. And now breathe in, circle those arms around, palms and forearms together. Exhale, draw down and in, drawing that chin to the chest. And then we're going to breathe in, lift and open, circle through the arms, engage the glutes, lift your head to look where the ceiling meets the wall. Exhale, draw it back down and in. Take this through anywhere between 3 and 5 cycles, opening the heart to the sky on that inhale, and then tucking down and in on that exhale. A few more. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Draw the shoulders down out of the ears. One more time. Lift and open. And all the way out on that exhale. Exhale nice and long. On that next inhale, relax the arms down. Come on up to standing. Walk the feet just a hair wider. Now we're going to go into our tree branch arms here, rotating side to side, warming up the spine. Go ahead and allow the elbows to bend. Lightly have the hands touch the front and back of the torso. See if you can time that exhale with the tap. Tapping some of our vitality centers of the body, waking everything up, keeping our organs nice and strong. Go ahead, move that front arm to the top, right in front of the shoulder, upper part of the lungs with the thenar, the thumb part of your palm. Good. Shoulders down out of the ears, nice and relaxed. Couple more here, and then we'll take that front hand back down to the front of the hips, front of the torso. Good. Go ahead and lower that front hand back down. Get some good movement, increasing that heart rate and blood flow. And then back to the tree branch arms. Imagine you're a willow tree flowing in the wind. And then gradually bring your body to a stop. Excellent. Walk the feet in just a little bit closer. We're going to go into a Jefferson Toe Touch next. Soft bend the knees, chin to the chest. Slide the hands down the legs. Seeing how far your body wants to reach this morning. Once you get down to the bottom, if you're comfortable to hang out there for a moment, you can go ahead and cross those arms over one another, and then just invite the head to be heavy. Breathing about 3 times here. One more time. When you're ready, gradually come on up. Tuck the hips under, slide the hands back up the legs. Fantastic. From here, we're going to widen the feet out and inchworm our way down to the mat. So walk your hands out, coming down, hands and knees. Nice wide handprint. We're going to go a few cat-cow cycles from here. So you're going to exhale, push through that mid-back, drawing the chin into the chest, and then inhale. Gentle arch, drawing those shoulders back, lifting the head. 3 more times there. Exhale, push through, pull that chin in. Inhale, gently arch. Find your own rhythm. Push through, push through, push through. Nice strong arch and release. Very good. From here, we're going to go ahead and make our way down to all fours on your back. And slowly lower on down. We're going to loosen up the low back, and then we'll make our way into our first circuit. We got some glute bridge work, lying flies, and some hamstring curls, working the single leg. So double kneaded chest first, hugging the legs in, rocking side to side. Very good. And then we'll go into 2-knee twist, arms out to the side, bring both legs across, turn the head, look over the opposite shoulder. And then when you're ready, sweep the legs across the second side, rotate over and back. Very good. We're going to go 30 seconds of a glute bridge next. So set the feet about hip width apart, reposition your shoulders as needed, arms to the side. And then when you're ready, just nice and gradual here, still warming everything up, lifting those hips up, drawing the chin to the chest, and then slowly lower down. Gently exhale as you drive those hips up, pulling the chin into the chest. Inhale on the lower. So about 2 more reps here, lifting up, opening the front of those hips, firing the back side of the body, and resting down. Final time. Up, chin drawn in. Squeeze the booty. And take a pause. Fantastic. Next, we're going to start to work a single leg glute bridge. So I'm just kind of windshield wipering my knees side to side here, moving through the hips a little bit, giving my body a short break. And then we're going to get ready for that single leg bridge next. So let's start with the left foot anchored down. Right leg's going to reach straight up in the air. Chin drawn in. Hands are on the side, palms down. So you can use those hands to brace as well. And when you're ready, you're going to push through that left foot, drive those hips up, and then controlling it down. We're going to go 30 seconds on the first leg, and then we'll switch and go right into 30 seconds on that second leg. Down and up. Nice strong bridge. Breathe into lower. Nice strong exhale as you drive up. Good. One more time. When you come on down, switching legs. Bring one down, bring the other one up, and 2, 1. Here we go. 30 seconds on this second side. Keep racing through that upper body. Very nice. You want to focus to keep the hips nice and level as you're pushing up on that one leg. If you have any discomfort here, maybe you don't feel quite ready for this single leg, then just stick with the double legs, practicing building some strength in the back side of the body. Good. And when you finish that last rep, go ahead and rest. We're going to roll over to the stomach next, working our lying flies, strengthening the back side of the body from that different position. So as I come face down, I'm going to bring my legs in together. Palms are going to be up at the sides of the body. Draw the chin in, and then when you're ready, you're going to lift your body up off the ground, squeezing the shoulder blades back, and then just imagine I'm trying to push the air up towards the ceiling. You're going to hold this position as long as you feel confident and not having any pain. So you're trying to stretch your body from the top of your head to the tips of the toes, avoiding any kind of pinching the low back. As you start to fatigue, or if you feel like you're going to start to have that pinching sensation, bring it down, rest. And then when you're ready, raise it back up. If it feels too intense with the legs up, you can focus on just the upper body portion. Just pulling the shoulders down the spine, pushing the palms up, bringing the forehead down to the mat to pause when you need to. We're over halfway through, 15 seconds left. It's really good for that upper back strength. Helps avoid that like hump position in that neck and mid back area. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. Come into your knees. Let's take it back into child's position. Toes together, knees divide, and rock on back. We're going to be doing another series of that, starting back with that double leg glute bridge. And you have the option on this second round. I'm going to use the box here to elevate my feet. If you want to use a bench, a chair, anything you have available. Hello, Moose. All right, a couple more breaths there into child's position, and then make your way back around. We're going to go to our double leg glute bridge first. And again, I'm going to elevate the feet this time on the box. We'll start in about 10 seconds. So if you're going to elevate the feet, you're just going to place them up on the box. And when you're ready, you're going to push down to the feet, lifting on up. And controlling down. Moose loves his people. He always likes to be as close as he can. Breathing as you raise those hips up. Breathing into lower. When we elevate the feet, we get a little bit more of the hamstring, more of the back, the thighs, as we lift up and down. Good, one more time. Bringing it up, controlling it down, and pause. Good. Go ahead and just hug the legs in. We're gonna take about a 20 to 30 second break. And then next we're gonna move into that single leg. Again, I'm gonna keep the foot elevated. We'll go 30 seconds on each side. So pick the leg you want to start on, either foot flat on the floor or foot elevated on the box. And 2, 1, here we go. Drive down, raise up. Good. Whew. Breathing as you move here. Good, we're over halfway. Remember to keep using that upper body as well, bracing through those arms, pushing the palms strong into the floor. 2, 1, and switch. Bring the other leg down, extend the other leg up. Ready, go. Breathe into lower. Exhale, driving up tall. Very nice. Just over halfway. Good, one more. Up and squeeze, down and rest. Fantastic. Go ahead and roll it over onto your stomach once again. Back for our second round of those lying flies. On your belly, palms up, draw those shoulders back and down. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze and lift. Drawing that chin in, trying to lengthen from the top of your head to the bottom of the feet. Bring it down to rest anytime you need. Thanks, nurse. I really don't want your bone, but you can have it. And then when you're ready, lengthening again, squeezing and coming on up. Draw that chin in, hold that neck nice and neutral. And then push those palms up towards the ceiling. Resting as needed. We're halfway through. You can hold this position. You can also do like what we call like a pulse, where you lift it up and hold and lower down. Up and back down. Whew. As always, avoiding that pinching sensation in the low back. If it gets to be too much, lifting the legs up, remember, just move that upper body, drawing the shoulders back, pushing the palms to the ceiling. And 3, 2, 1, there's our minute. All right, bringing it back into child's position, big toes together, knees divide, turn the palms up, little fingers together, and then sinking back from there. Whew, good job. That's our first circuit. We're gonna have one more circuit here today. But first, we're gonna stretch and open through that body. So coming onto all fours, we're gonna do our mid-back rotations next. You're gonna bring one hand behind the head, lifting up out of that downside shoulder. Bring the elbow across that opposite elbow, lift up, pivot, looking up over that shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out, follow that elbow. Trying to peer to the ceiling 5 to 8 times on each side. Got some overhead work and some squatting in the next piece. So having a nice mobile mid-back is going to help with that overhead position. Make sure you can extend through that rib cage without arching through the back. When you're ready, rotations on the opposite side. Wide handprint, hand behind the head. Breathe in as you close it down. Exhale as you open. Focus to lift up out of that downside shoulder. Sometimes we tend to collapse down into that arm. Finish that last one. and rest. Good job. Down dog next. Wide handprint, turn those toes under, drive those hips nice and high. And let's lengthen here. We're going to pulse first, rock forward onto your hands, and then rocking back, inviting that heart to come a little bit closer to the thighs. About 3 to 5 times there with the pulses, rocking forward, rock it back. Breathe in as you come forward. Exhale as you push back, long spine. Good, last one. Holding that position now, let's start to lower the heels down. Stretching out the back side of the calves, lower legs. Feels nice. Get a good stretch for those calves. Excellent. From there, we're going to open up through our hips a bit more. So come into like a plank position, top of the push-up, and we're going to start with your right foot. Take a nice long step forward. You want to try to get that right shin vertical, right foot planted on the ground. Start by just sinking into this. Shin vertical again. You want to avoid that knee shooting forward. And rock yourself side to side here. When you're ready, you're going to step the right foot back into down dog for a moment. And then the same thing on the left. Long step forward with that left foot, shin vertical, and gently just rocking side to side. Very good. We're going to go back to the right leg. Long step back with the left. One more time into down dog. Long step forward with the right. And now we'll go into a little circular pattern, little mini hip circles. And switch directions, circle your body the other way. Very good. Once you finish those circles on that side, lower the left knee down to the floor and come into a low lunge here. So lifting the chest, interlace the hands, stretch them straight up to overhead, lifting the chest, gently shift those hips forward, squeezing the glute on that trail leg. And now you're going to rotate your body towards your right leg, your front leg. Breathing here. Coming out of that rotation, sink back into that back hip, staying engaged and active, lifting the chest and gently turn towards that front leg. Very good. Go and relax the arms down. Stay in this lunge position. You're going to take your left hand, the arm of the trail leg, reaching straight up. Draw that rib cage in, bending the elbow. We're going to reach around and now add some side bends here. So you can still open through the hips and then gently bend towards that front leg. Coming in and out of it a few times. Very good. And release there. Nice. We're going to go back into down dog and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So bring that back knee off the ground. Step your right foot back. One more time into down dog. At least for this sequence. And now the left foot's going to step forward. Long step forward on the left. Circular patterns first. Circle around 3 to 5 times. And in the opposite direction, 3 to 5. Nice. After those circles, right knee comes down to your mat. Coming up into that lunge, starting with the hands interlaced. Lifting the chest, standing tall. This has got his broom here for us. And shift that back hip forward. Good. Squeezing the glute. And we'll start with our rotations first. Eyes up, head up. Rotate towards that front leg. Rotate out of it. Shift the hip back. Shift the hip forward. Squeeze the glutes and pivot once again. Beautiful. Final time. Rotate, lift that chest, squeeze the bum of that trail leg, and release the arms down. All right. Stay in this position. We're going to stretch the tricep of your right arm. So raise that arm straight up in the air. Draw the chin in. Make sure the ribs are pulled down. Bending the elbow. You're going to reach around, grab that elbow. We'll get that hip shift, and then gently bend towards the lead leg. So bending to the side. Pulling that elbow back, and a nice stretch in the tricep. We'll come in and out of that a few times. Good. Back, forward, and a gentle side bend. Fantastic. When you're ready, go ahead and release that. And any way you'd like. Let's gradually make your way up to your feet. You probably aren't straddling a puppy dog here, but come on up. Let's grab a drink. We're going to stretch our quads. All right. Checking the communications here. We're going to stretch our quads, and then we're going to get ready for our next and final circuit of the day. So standing tall, lift up on one foot, grab the other, practicing a little bit of balance. Good. We're going to go 20 seconds here. Keeping the hips nice and level. And when you're ready, go ahead and switch. Set that foot down, draw everything up and in. Same thing, second side. Little moose. Couple more breaths here, holding strong, just pulling that heel towards the glute. And shake it out. Very nice. Let's see. All right. From here, behind the back stretch, wide base stance. Lift that chest, interlacing the hands behind your back. Drawing those elbows back, drawing those shoulders back. Soft bend those knees, and then long spine here as you pull those arms up to overhead and breathe into the back. On that next inhale, come on up. Bring those feet back in. We're going to warm up a few squats, and then we'll go into that first series. So with a gentle toe out, eyes up, you're going to reach the hips back, send the knees out, push the heels, and standing tall. So about 5 times there. On the 5th one, if you're comfortable to hang out in the bottom, we're going to open up that upper body just a little bit more in the bottom position. So 4. And then on the next one, I'm going to come on down. I'm going to start with the hands in the prayer position. Elbows on the insides of the knees, driving them nice and wide. And I'm going to take my left hand, grab onto that left ankle. Right arm's going to reach up, and I'm following it back. Good. I'll just bring that arm up and down about 3 times. I'm going to grab onto my right foot and a few hamstring flosses. Lift those hips up, draw the head down. As you come back into the squat, feet planted, knees push wide. Twice more on that hamstring floss, and then we'll open up the left side. Down and up. Tall chest, staying strong in that squat. Final time here on the hamstrings. Good, and now you'll use keep your right foot on the right, hand on the right foot, elbow pushes out, and 3 times here on the left arm. Reaching up, following it with the gaze, bringing it down. Woo, hello legs, reach those arms up, come up to standing, and shake it out. All right, a spoiled puppy dog here. I'm just gonna work around him because he's out of my hair. We'll let him entertain himself and maybe a little bit for you all. All right, we're gonna go 4 rounds, alternating thruster. So if you have 2 weights to hold, you're going to hold 1 weight in each hand. We're going to be doing a full squat. One arm comes up to overhead, full squat, opposite arm comes up to overhead. We'll be doing that for a minute. And then we're going to go into a bent over row. 30 seconds on each arm, about 5 to 10 seconds to switch sides. Our last exercise, we'll be practicing our lateral skier step or balance. Stepping across, reaching for that opposite foot. And that's going to be our series for today. So go ahead and grab a drink. Get the weights you'd like to use. And move just a little bit out of the middle of the mat, please. Here you go, buddy. You can have your broom right over here. Oh, yes. And we'll get ready for this first set. Go ahead and set the feet, gentle toe out, elbows up and forward. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Control down and exhale as you drive up. Breathe in to lower. Exhale to drive. Good. Eyes up. Again, this is our first of 4 rounds. So pace yourself through it. I'll give you the 30 seconds and the 45-second mark. you're building in or your energy's not quite ready for a full minute of intervals today, it's totally understandable. And there's our 30 seconds. Be nice and tall as you lower down. Good, and you can speed this up, or just be nice and deliberate here. Pausing a little bit in between sets. We're over 45 seconds in. It was a special day when Moose got his own broom head. Final time, and rest. Good job. Set it down, shake it out. Pick a weight you want to use for your bent over row. Could be the same or maybe slightly different. You're holding it in your right hand. You're going to step your left foot forward, coming down to the forearm, and here we go. Elbow up, reaching forward, squeeze it up and in. Exhale as you draw it up. Go ahead and keep moving there. I'm going to lift the dog out. There you go, Moose. Good, that's 20 seconds. Again, we have 30 seconds on each arm. We'll have a quick switch in between sides. Head nice and neutral. And 2, 1, and switch. Good job. Walk the back leg in. Same thing, opposite side. Ready? Here we go. And depending upon what resistance you have available, you can use a lighter weight and just move a little bit slower so I can pause a little bit more deliberately at the top, squeezing that shoulder blade in, pulling that elbow as high as I can to the sky. Good, 5 seconds. And take the rest there. Good job. Coming on up. Set the weights down. Make sure your space is cleared. And we're going into our skier step next. So standing nice and tall, you're going to take the one leg, step it back and behind. Start with the foot on the ground and reach the hand towards the opposite foot. And then we go the other way. Long step back, set the foot down, and standing tall in between. And that's our rhythm. Up and back. Lateral skier step. On the later rounds, we'll have the option if you want to make it a balance exercise where you simply keep the back foot off the ground. Otherwise, front shin should be vertical, heel is planted. Good. Balance it out and rest. Excellent job. All right, we're going to take 30 seconds. Grab a drink of water. I'm going to kick my shoes off here. I'll be back for set 2 of 4. 20 seconds till we start. And if anything's going on, maybe you're really stiff in your upper shoulders or traps today, you can take out that overhead work and just practice your squats. All right, set the feet, elbows up and forward. 2, 1, here we go. Full squat, and then one arm comes up to overhead, full squat, and then the other arm comes up. So same idea, if the upper body is strong and feeling good, but maybe you're really sore in your legs, maybe you are stiff in the knees, and the stiffness isn't feeling better as you move, if it's feeling like it's talking to you a little bit more, then maybe you need to take a break from that knee flexion today and not do these full squats, and then you could just work that upper body. Maybe add a little bit of a march into it. Good, we're over 30 seconds in. Good. That's 45. Yeah, breathing nice and consistent, avoiding holding the breath. 2, 1. And transition. Come into our bent over row next. Pick the side you want to start on. Opposite foot steps forward. Long step back and ready. Here we go. Head looking straight down to that front foot. Keep the shoulder down and out of the ear as much as you can. Drawing that elbow back and in. Good. Building that strength in that mid back. 10 seconds till we switch. Last one. Set it down and switching sides. Coming on up. Same thing, other side. 2, 1, here we go. Get my balance here. Breathe in as you reach forward. Exhale as you pull that elbow nice and high. Fantastic. 10 seconds. How high can you pull that elbow up past the torso? Keeping that good range of motion through the upper body. Last one, and rest. Good job. You have an adequate space for that skier step, and then option if you want to add the balance portion this time. So when you're ready, long step back, either setting the foot down or keep it off the ground. All right, see if my body wants to practice the balance. If you're doing the balance, you really got to lift up, hinging forward, making sure you feel stable enough that you're safe on your knee, gripping those toes down. Nice long hinge. Good. Oops. And 2, 1, take that rest. Nice job. Halfway through. I'll take 15 seconds from here, and then we'll be into our third of 4 rounds. Moving well, friends. All right. Set the feet, getting ready for this third cycle. And here we go. Down into your squat, up to overhead. If energy is good today, you can kind of increase that tempo a little bit. Take out that pause and just move and smooth. Breathing through that burn in the legs, but good mechanics. So avoiding a bounce in the bottom, avoiding the knees driving in. That's why I like to take my shoes off so I can really grip the floor. 30 seconds done. Good. I like to breathe in as I lower, exhale as I drive out. That's 45 seconds. Keeping the weight back on the heels, but full foot is planted. Last couple. And there's our time. Beautiful. Bent over row. Get that side to begin on. Step that opposite leg forward. 2, 1, here we go. Draw that elbow nice and high. Super. Halfway. Connect into the breathing. Really reaching forward in the bottom. Keep that full movement through your shoulder blade. Last one. And switch. Step it forward, step it back. Long spine as you bow down. And here we go. Watch you don't start to lose the head forward. Sometimes we start to drop the head forward. So keep the front of the neck engaged. We need to strengthen those muscles in the front of the neck to avoid that overextended neck. People tend to have common problems in that lower spine, our C5, C6 area. But the stronger the front of the neck, the better we can hold that spine. Last one, and rest. Whew. All righty. Getting ready for that skier step or balance. Remember to draw everything up and in, reach the arms out, and here we go. Crossing it back behind, either setting the foot down or trying to stay up on that one foot. Whew. Good. It's a challenging balance exercise, so be patient with yourself. Trying to be patient with myself today. My legs are tired today. Hinging forward, standing tall. As always, try to smile, be gentle with yourself. Now that's 30 seconds. Balance out each side. We've got 30 seconds till we start the next set. 20 seconds from now. Fourth and final set coming up, and then we'll do a cool down stretch together. All righty, 10 seconds. Final set of these alternating thrusters. Set the feet, gentle toe out, elbows up and forward. Ready, here we go. Eyes up, chest tall. And it's a thruster because the idea is that you give a little thrust to the hips as you come out of that squat to give that lift up to overhead. Shoulder up and into the ears. Breathe into lower, exhale to drive. Good. That's 30 seconds. Feel free to take a pause if you want, or call that for this round. Shake it out. We'll be right with you for our bent over rows. That's 45. Almost there. A lot of squatting today. 2, 1, and there's our minute. Fantastic. Whew. All right. Last set of bent over row. 1 foot forward, the other foot back. And 2, 1, begin. Long spine, neutral head and neck. Reaching forward, drawing it up and in. Good. Keep that breathing going. Keep those lungs strong, airflow fluid. And take the pause. Good job. Switching sides, coming on up. Same thing, other side. 2, 1, begin. Good, that's halfway. Keep that focus through that shoulder girdle. Really try to pull that shoulder blade in towards the spine so you can have that nice, strong, tall posture when you're walking around, sitting in your chair. Last rep, and come on up. All right, we're gonna go a little bit extended for our blood flow to finish. We'll start with our skiers, and then we'll do some march and punch. 2, 1, here we go. So lateral step, either with or without the balance. I'm gonna do the balance, literally lift up that hip, bowing forward. Ooh. Grip the toe down. I grip that big toe down, that helps activate that arch. 10 seconds left. I lift up through my center each time, squeeze the shoulders back. One more time on each. Super. And then final 30 seconds of blood flow work here before our stretch, either a march and punch, or you can have this little skip to it. Good. Finishing it out. 10 seconds. Keep those eyes up. Couple more. 2, 1, and all done there. Woo. All right, walk it out, grab a drink. And we'll take a few minutes here to stretch together. If you do want to use a yoga block, we're going to be doing some low back rotations for the upper body and lower spine. So sometimes that block is helpful. But before we jump into that, let's go a nice slow toe touch here. Soften the knees, chin to the chest. Just gradually slide on down the legs. Keeping that soft bend in the knees, midline strong. You can cross those arms over again. And just let the head be heavy. Good. When you're ready, we'll crawl the hands out, making our way down into a child's position. Now we're going to do our inner thigh opener. So let's start with your right leg. You're going to kick it straight out to the side. See if you can kind of grip that foot down to the floor. Right hand barely reaches across the midline of the body, and then drop back from here, lowering the head down. Nice opening for the inner thigh. One more breath here. And then come on up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bring that right knee in. Now the left foot kicks out. Grip the fingers down. Grip the foot down. Rock back. Left hand reaches over towards the right hand. Lower that head down. And breathing on this side. Very good. When you come up from that, we're going to do our down dog into pigeon and seated twist. So wide handprint, turn the toes under, drive those hips high. Let's start with your right leg. You're going to extend it straight back, engage the glute, guide it forward, square that shin to the shoulders, and go ahead and come into pigeon. If you have that block around, if this is an uncomfortable position for you, you can have that block right in front of you and hold on there for pigeon. If you have good mobility and want to add a little bit to this, you can look to grab that back foot. So you can grab the left foot with the left hand and holding here. We'll spend another 15 seconds here. You stay low on the block or come up on that outstretched arm. And 2, 1, when you're ready. If you are holding that back foot, release it. Go ahead and sit onto your right hip and then bring that left leg around for seated twist. So start by just simply hugging the leg in, sitting nice and tall. If you'd like to go deeper in this stretch, you can try to take that left elbow onto the inside of the left or outside the left knee and then crawl the hand around, peering over that shoulder. Breathing in, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, stay long. See if your body will rotate a hair more. On that next breath, gradually unwind. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So if this is your left leg, you should be hugging in. That's the leg that we're going to kick back and take it into pigeon. So down dog first. Wide hand print, turn the toes under, drive those hips high, chin to the chest. And then when you're ready, left leg extends up and back. Guide that leg forward, square the hips and shoulders, and come into pigeon on the side. Whether you're staying up tall or coming down low, use your block as you'd like. You want to incorporate the back leg into it. You'll grab it with the same side hand. And it adds a little quad stretch to it. Another 10 seconds here. When you're ready, go to release that back foot, sit onto the left hip, and then swing that trail leg around for seated twist. Sitting tall. As your hip starts to open, you can take your right hand this time, curl up behind you, hugging that leg in, peering over that right shoulder. If you're here with me a lot, I usually say my right is my left so that I can mirror you, but I did not do that today. So if it seems a little bit different, that could be a big thing. Good, let's go with 2 to 3 more breaths here. Breathing in, lengthen through that spine. Exhale, hold your length. See if you can go a little bit deeper into that twist. And when you're ready, gradually come on out of that. Good. From there, we're going to take it on to the back. So slowly lower down, hugging those legs in. You can have that yoga block nearby if you'd like. We'll start with our 2-knee twist. Arms to the side, legs across, turn the head. Breathing in as you sweep it across the other way. Very good. We're going to open up the front of the hips with a bridge pose or bridge hold here. So work those shoulders back and down. Gently lift the hips up, draw the chin to the chest, and interlace the hands underneath the body. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can't quite do it, you can also just do those glute bridges that we did earlier. But we want to open up the front of the hips, and this glute or this position here with the hands underneath you really gives a good opener for the upper chest as well. Chin to the chest, lengthening through that spine. 10 more seconds here. Breathe. When you're ready, release the hands, slowly come on down. Very good. And now we're going to extend your left leg, pull the right knee towards the right shoulder. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring it across the body. This is where you can use your block if you'd like to set that leg on the block. Arms are going to splay out to the side. And then you're going to bring your right hand across to meet that left hand. And nice and slow, open it up. Bring that hand back to the floor. About 5 times there. Close it down and gradually bringing it across. Breathe in as you close and exhale as you open it up. On the last one, we'll curl the fingers up and over the head. A nice opening for the chest and shoulders. Good. In between sides, let's go a little happy baby. Work the elbows on the insides of the knees, grab the outer leg or outer part of the foot, and just gently swaying yourself side to side, using those elbows to open up the inner thighs. Great time to just close those eyes. A couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, we'll switch sides. You're going to extend your right leg out. If you're using a block, make sure you take it to the opposite side of the body. Bring that left leg in towards the thigh, or towards the chest, and then gently across the body towards the right side. Come into that single leg spinal twist. And then arms go wide. Left hand comes across to meet your right arm. And open all the way through. 5 times here. Close it down. And a nice long opening position, trying to get that shoulder to come back to the floor. Breathe in to close the hands together, and a nice smooth exhale as you draw it open. Breathe in, close it down, and open. On the next one, I'm going to crawl the hand over the head. Close it down, crawl that finger up and over the head. All the way through. Coming out of that twist. And then from here, I invite you just to extend both legs straight out, make any adjustments to that lower back as needed. Adjust the head as needed so the neck's not extended up. I'm going to draw that chin in. And then let's just take a minute here to ourselves. Close your eyes and breathe. There's a lot of value for our body and our nervous system to be still, practice being calm. Life doesn't really encourage that a whole lot, so we got to be intentional, set that time aside for ourselves. Take another 30 seconds. I'm going to be quiet. We're just going to focus on our breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And I invite you to stay there as long as you like. That concludes our session for today. Make sure you stay hydrated, stay loose and flexible, and don't remember that life is meant to be, don't forget, do remember that life is meant to be enjoyed. All right. And it's also Veterans Day for those of you here live. So thank you for all of you who have served, all the families who have sacrificed. Much gratitude and appreciation. Until next time.